You're right. Shh, quiet, guys. All right, we're good. Post-Christmas show. Right?
Whatever you want to call it.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping hands, popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick, he's chasing the bear, the circle the lips, play ball,
Let me get on the scene.
play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall, play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives.
Live!
Here on Facebook and Strong Island.
Wow.
Radio and TV. Our post-Christmas show, one day after. Here we are. Great show tonight. We got Emily on. We got Les Deegan on. We got firefighters calling from California. This is going to be an awesome show. I'd like to start off a little bit about let's say my co-host tonight is the always lovely and sweet and handsome Pat Marone. Hey, Patty.
How you doing?
And we have John Santawan on the third wheel.
I've never been the third wheel before.
You've been many times in your life, but not on the show.
Not on this show.
What the hell am I?
And over here
You're the
we have
social
these
media guru.
extras.
is that what
You're like in
Social
case
media.
somebody gets hurt.
Oh,
He's like the good boy, my son, John Vincent LaRocchia.
oh,
Welcome to the show, John.
Thanks.
Yeah, he was on
Yes,
once before.
welcome.
I was on
When,
once before.
I see you and your father go to the same barber, huh?
Yes, agreed. Well,
Yeah,
what?
well, he was on the show when we had the other show.
That's not true. There's
not
no
nice.
way, because I'm losing hair. He's still somehow.
I got a nice haircut today, by the way.
You do look.
I
You
did.
do look nice.
I went swimming this morning. Let me start off with that. I went to the Eisenhower Park pool. I swim with all the senior citizens, and this was shocking. Shocking.
Shocking.
Because
There we go.
I swim, I go past them, you know.
My
go in
mic
and
wasn't
out.
working because I had it off.
Oh, that's a good thing.
That's good.
So,
What a
So you
dick.
missed that first joke.
I went to check into the pool today, and the lady goes, "Are you a senior citizen?"
And you said,
And I said, "No. How old do you have to be a senior citizen?" Kind of insulted that she said it.
right?
55.
And she said 60,
Oh.
and I go, "Oh my God!" In a year and a half.
You're a senior citizen.
So that was kind of scary. That was kind of scary.
Kind of look at you as a senior citizen.
I want to talk about the meatballs, the holiday meatballs. Patty gave me a good recipe. We didn't use it.
I'm sorry.
Did
I
you
know
make the meatballs?
I know you got. Your transitions. I mean, can we just get this right?
There
after
are
20
no
weeks?
transitions.
With
Miss-
the swimming, so the meatballs. I mean,
Well, because I had to swim off the meatballs.
Yeah,
Doesn't it make sense, John?
Makes sense to me.
Let's cool it now.
I can't.
Now you know your father all your life.
I do, sure.
Do you know that he doesn't stand still?
No, I.
He's got ADD.
Oh,
he's
incredible.
all over the place.
Incredible.
Even at a Met game, he doesn't sit still.
You should
he gets
listen.
Up, he's all around.
This
the
is
place.
Hold
why-
on, I got to go to the men's room.
Patty,
Hold on.
this is why I say I have a 1.5-year-old, and this is why I say they love each other. They're so connected because they're the same type of maturity level and
right.
attention span.
The only one
It
I can
works
handle
out-
in my
works out
family.
great.
Well, I
Anyway.
kinda
But that's
agree
why
with you.
we're here to keep him in check.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
Can I
right.
talk about the meatballs now?
Yeah,
Of course,
Go
it's your
ahead.
show.
This is
Talk about the
important.
meat- talk about
All right,
it.
they weren't Patty's meatballs, I admit it, but my wife said to me, cut up the onions fine.
Don't put too
Very
many onions in the
fine.
sauce.
What's wrong with that?
I have no patience. I cut them up. They were a little big, all right?
Well, how big were they?
They were like
They weren't fine.
They were fine?
No, they weren't fine.
They weren't
but
fine.
they were fine.
But they were fine. And as I put them into the meat, my wife turned the corner, and I heard a scream that I thought somebody just came in the house with a knife.
What happened?
She saw the size of the onions and the meatballs and went ballistic.
How big were these onions?
They weren't as big as her scream was. It wasn't necessary.
And now let me tell you from an outside perspective, I happen to
You
be
were
ju-
outside because you ran out of the
I
house.
happen to be. We opened gifts with my son at their house.
ran.
We were leaving to go back to our house and come back later on.
Mm-hmm.
As we were leaving,
the
the
meatballs.
onion situation happened, and my mom, I hear her like, "Yeah, what are you?" And he, and I said to my wife, I'm like, "That's our cue. Let's get out of here."
They ran.
Is
They
this
left the baby.
all-
They ran so fast they forgot the baby.
Are the LaRocchias working me to try to make them meatballs or something for like the New
I
Year or
think
something?
so.
Are they
My wife-
working me?
My wife always says, "Why don't you ask Pat to make meatballs?" I
That
go,
was
"What do
too
you think?"
coordinated.
Pat,
That
Pat,
was- that was-
Pat,
that's
I'm gonna
definitely
be straight up. I'm gonna be
They
straight
were
up.
good.
Can you make some meatballs?
Yeah. All right.
Patty, Did you do a lot of cooking for the people at the?
I worked Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but I did make a lasagna for the family. It came out really nice. And I made a lasagna for the residents.
Meat or cheese?
I put meat and cheese. I put the meat, the old-fashioned.
Yes.
And I use the real pasta. I don't use the no boil and anything. I do the old-fashioned way. You boil a macaroni.
Hold on. What do you mean by the real pasta? Homemade pasta?
Like
No,
fresh
no.
pasta.
No, the hard pasta. The
You buy it in the supermarket.
box?
Kind of soup, but a lot of them have the no. They have the no
boil.
no boil.
Right.
Never
Then
heard
they
of
have the
that.
fresh pasta
Yeah.
that you don't have to boil.
Yeah.
I just went the old-fashioned way with the
That's what we
lasagna
do.
pasta with the ridges on there and everything.
That's what Paula made. She
Yeah.
made about a 50-pound tray of cheese,
Yeah.
and then another one of meat.
It looks like
And then I made a
Stoughton
baked
agrees
ham.
with us.
I made a baked
Pat
ham
Marone,
with
great meatballs.
pineapples for the residents.
Who agrees with Pat's meatballs?
This is Wayne Thadone.
Oh, Wayne Thoden.
Thoden? Sure, why
Yes.
not?
He's
Yeah,
had
that-
your
too.
balls.
Wayne watched my Sunday sauce video and he's made it and he's get complimented.
fans.
And Wayne's a great guy. He's a comedian too, Wayne. You know Wayne.
I know Wayne.
Yes, yeah, Wayne's a very funny guy too. We should have him on the show one day.
What do you think of airplanes? It's a transition
If
again.
it was
How
Leslie
was-
Nielsen, I like that one with Leslie Nielsen in the airplane.
How was your holiday?
My holiday was
And what did you eat?
was great. I do have to say that on Saturday was my wife's 50th birthday.
Mm-hmm. Happy birthday.
Happy
What's your wife's first name?
birthday.
Christine.
Say hello, Christine.
Christine.
Happy birthday, Christine.
Happy
50
Happy
years
birthday,
old.
Christine.
She looks so much younger.
Much.
She
She
didn't have to
looks
say
just
she's
look a day over
50.
49.
Come on.
How old are you?
Me? I'm in my early 40s.
Seriously, how old are you?
I'm 40 and change.
And you date? Are you married an older woman?
It's like a couple years older, yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing
But
wrong
anyway,
with that.
so I took
I married an
her.
older woman.
I took
By
her
less than a year.
to Theater
What the hell does
3
that mean?
in Port Jeff to see A Christmas Carol,
Thank
and
God,
it was
son.
fantastic.
Good.
And she didn't know anything until I pulled up, and then I took it to Butera's for dinner,
Very nice.
and the whole family was there. So everything.
the whole Butera family?
Butera
My
family?
family.
Oh,
I
your
was gonna say
family.
Butera, right there.
Oh, that's good because that would have been not too
I
much
say,
of a
I
surprise.
would want to go to
That would've
Christmas
been a big
with
surprise.
You would have went surprised, and she goes, "I don't know anybody."
Mr. Butera was there. No.
I
John,
don't
was
know.
she expecting a?
I thought he crashed at Butera's Christmas party.
And then I got a whole bunch of gifts and stuff that she had no idea about.
Was she expecting just a romantic one-on-one, and then she showed up and your whole friggin' family's there, or?
No, because she told me years ago she wanted to have like some kind of surprise party or something. So.
Can you text
have a
Kyle?
caller.
Text Kyle.
Who's Kyle?
Text Kyle. So that sounds nice. That was a nice surprise for her.
It was a nice surprise. For her.
She works hard. She works hard.
For the money.
Both our wives work very
She
hard.
works hard for the money.
Oh, we
And
got a
just for the
caller.
record,
So I
just for the
better treat her
record,
right.
congratulations.
What are you congratulating for? Hold on one second, caller.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Why? What are you
What?
congratulating for?
We didn't jump when we heard the phone thing go off.
Yeah.
We all
like
didn't
little
jump.
kid,
We didn't
yeah.
jump. We ignored it.
Right.
We did.
We're like professionals.
We
now.
heard it. We
We
heard
are
it.
like professionals now.
We're gonna get
We used
much
to go-
more professional.
Caller, a caller.
Caller, we're gonna ignore you for another 5
We
minutes.
have so many people trying to call us, it doesn't phase us anymore.
Well, when we're ready for that segment, we'll put the caller
Okay.
on. Until
Caller,
then,
you're on.
remain-
You're
remain-
on.
No,
Go ahead.
Remain silent until we're ready
I'd
for the
like to
caller.
speak to the panel, please.
Alrighty, okay.
Go ahead. Who's on
Who
the
is
air?
it?
This sounds like
That's
Steve
Steve
Oliva.
Oliva from Plainview, Long Island.
You're supposed to hide your voice.
You're
This might be Muriel's
Wait a
brother.
second. No, wait a second. He does a million voices, Steve. Calls into all famous radio shows. They don't know his voice. He calls into us. I'm Steve
I'm
Oliva.
Steve Oliva, and I'm in his seat tonight.
Well, maybe it's somebody else
the
impersonating
famous
Steve Oliva.
part should tip you off right away.
Steve, you want to call us with a holiday gift story, or what is it? A single story about the holidays?
Yeah. Well, I like to. You guys, did you eat good? Pat, did you how'd the cooking go?
Good, it went
I
good.
got it. Come on.
Is that it?
I like to.
You're not interviewing me, Steve. We're interviewing you.
Oh yeah, you're doing a great job, buddy. But I like to when I go to on Christmas when I go to 7-Eleven when I microwave my burrito, I like to play Jingle Bells with the little numbers to make it a little more festive.
That's fair. That's
We should
fair.
have kept him on hold.
You,
Is there a way to mute the caller?
Hey Pat. Hey Pat.
yes.
I was hoping to get your cooking book on pre-order, but it's not out yet.
I have one. I have one, smartass. You want to buy it? I'll sell it to. I'll give it to you.
He's got one. You want to
do,
buy
I
it?
do have one.
He's got
I
one.
No, I do. I'll take it, Pat. Because I read it in
500.
a newspaper for my cat's litter pan. So, but no offense.
500. It's a special edition. It was only one made.
And it's not his. It's another cook's.
It's mine. Somebody made it for me as a gift.
I'm
It's really
trying to
nice.
make a joke here. You have to.
You're not funny. So.
I'm making it funny. Stevie.
Hey, who's on the panel tonight? Santos, Marone, and Fiala?
No, we have Junior LaRocchia.
Hey, Steve.
You're not watching?
Oh, all right.
He doesn't
Finally,
watch
they
his own
brought the
show.
funny LaRocchia.
Yeah, that's right. They brought the smart one, the funny one.
And what? Hey, what did I give you for Christmas?
Where's my phone go?
Herpes.
Is that-
Hi, Stevie.
is it?
Thank
your
you.
phone?
You want to? Thank you for calling in, Steve.
No, that's not
You want to
yours.
add anything else or add something?
No way.
I want to add the show is very
have this guy in
enjoyable,
your
very
phone?
funny. I'm not watching it, but I'm just making an assumption.
No, that's not you. 'cause he was in
When
the
I go
phone.
home and put it on, I expect lots of laughs with this crew up there for the new year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, Steve.
New Year.
Have a good night. Thanks for calling in. Guys, you know we're on the air
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
I was
This
trying
is
to
a
call.
live
Holy
show.
crap, they're
apologize.
chatting away
I know,
here.
sorry.
We have one of our co-hosts on the radio.
Yeah, but you had a boring
on
guest on the
TV.
phone. We had a boring guest.
We had a
on the
boring
phone.
guest.
Did you text message Kyle?
Well, I did from Pat's phone apparently. I thought it was your phone.
was
Is
looking
that
That's
your
okay, as long as you told him to text me.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is,
But I
hey,
texted about
Bobby,
that.
can you show the video of the California wildfire guy that we're going to have on the air any second? And while you're showing that video, we're going to sneak in a guest, Les Deegan. We'll sneak in John. He's going to go next to you, so we need to all shift over a little bit.
He's going next to which John?
John. But we're not going to
That
bring him
John.
on. We're going to do this professionally. My son wants this done professionally. So when Bobby shows the wildfire video, it's over. Les will be on the set. This is new for us.
Yes.
Yes.
I think.
Oh, Les doesn't have a mic.
What a tool.
So there goes the
Oh,
professional.
Scungil. All right, so, jeez, what?
All right, well, let's look at the bright side. We didn't jump on the caller call. Les is going to get mic'd up off camera. The audience doesn't have to know that.
I'm going to read a commercial.
And now we can do a commercial.
Lights on Safety Solutions. Effective safety training for gas hazards saves lives. Yet until now, industry trainers had to rely on placards. So I always do this off the cuff. Lights on, it's a training device. You put it on your iPad, you put it on your iPhone. We send the guys into the hot zone, and we control the readings, and they react to real-time readings. It's a great training device. Lights on Safety Solutions. Google it, look it up, send me a message if you're interested. All right, now, Bobby, if you could show that that video, and this is probably Kyle on the air. Let's see.
Let's see what
So
it is.
this timing could work out perfect.
Perfectly.
Oh, wait. Les would.
Good, you
This
can
is
answer
really
that,
a
Bobby.
how-to on how to run a talk show.
Might as well sit.
Kyle, is that you? You're on the air.
Les, sit.
Hello, caller. Is that Kyle? Hello, caller?
Who's on, please? Turn
Oh,
down
dude.
your radio. Oh, who's on?
Okay.
Let's bring Les Deegan into the picture. Come on.
Oh, that's-
hang on. Who's there? They're gone. All right.
I want to show
Wait,
the
hold
video.
on. We got half a Les in so far. So let's introduce Les. Is he slowly? No, do slowly, Les.
I'm gonna step off so Les can slide in nice.
Oh yeah, Les should be next to you.
I'm gonna step off
Right.
the stage.
You should be on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off the stage.
No, you don't have to get
No,
off
you
the
don't have to get
stage.
off.
You don't have to get
Too
off.
many people.
By
on
the
there.
time you move, we're going to be
Hello,
on the show.
caller. You on the air there?
Fine now.
You think?
Yeah.
John, how you doing?
There he is. All right, Les, you stay right there.
Kyle
right here.
from
We're going to
California.
talk to Kyle for a second. Kyle, how are you today, buddy?
I'm good, just at work, you know.
I know. You're at the fire station out there in LA County, yes?
Yes, sir.
Are you in Valencia tonight?
I'm in Valencia today.
Please say hello to the boys for me.
I will say hello to them, you know I will.
All right, we're going to show that quick video if Bobby can bring it up, and then we're going to talk to you. He has been fighting the wildfires out there with his brothers, those crazy wildfires that have been going on for weeks. And he sent me this really cool video the other day. If we could see it before we start talking to Kyle, or I can start talking to him as we're bringing it up. How many days have you been fighting the wildfires, Kyle?
I've been off 2 days this month.
Only
went
2
home
days the
twice
whole
this
month?
The whole month.
Yeah, we've had fires here in LA County, and then I went to California's biggest fire called the Thomas Fire. It was in Ventura and Santa Barbara County. I was there for a week straight.
Now, you told me that the fire is under control?
Yes, last I checked, I think it's 90% contained.
Okay. Here's a silly question for you. What do you do for food when you're out there fighting those fires? Do they take dinner breaks in the middle of the forest there?
Oh, you know what? They take care of us. We got the inmate firefighters set up in base camp, and they take pride, and he serves the best food.
Yeah.
So they have like a
Just
food
the
company.
fire one.
I want to say it costs over $1 million to run the incident with all the agencies. I was seeing fire trucks from New Mexico, Idaho, Oregon, Washington.
No FDNY truck. Here's the video. It's on its side, but that's okay.
Sideways, that's okay.
Just sideways. This is the video
Everybody
you sent
turn
me.
your head.
Now listen to me, guys. This is the person who started the fire.
Nah, you're wrong, man.
I'm wrong. Explain, Kyle. Explain what we're seeing there. Explain what that was. All right, explain what it was, Kyle.
This is a very, very serious operation, and it comes way above my pay grade. But it's called backfiring. What you do is you got to work with the weather, and you purposely start a fire. So the wind takes the fire in the direction you want to go. So when the wind changes, the fire can't go the direction you don't want it to go.
You're essentially trying to manage the direction of the burn, right?
Yeah, you're burning out an area, so when the wind changes, you can't burn back that way. So if you have property behind the other way, you didn't want the fire to go that way, so you're trying to push it into the already burned area.
And that must be awesome. That's the first time you did that personally, right?
Oh yeah, there's guys, career firemen that never do that. I was a dragon.
Kyle, I have a question for you. I was out in the wildfire in the Hamptons in 1995, and I think can you explain to the audience something that they may not be aware of, and that's how fast the fire moves and how fast a tree that's right in front of them, a large tree, can actually go up in flames?
The blink of an eye is scary. With the wind and the fuel moisture and the conditions, I mean, you can take that hillside out in a minute. It moves quick.
Around the holidays, I mean, we did have I want to mention, we did have a firefighter out there that just passed away, correct?
Yeah, Corey, he was from San Diego, I believe.
Lots of spots, guys.
Yeah, sad event.
Yeah.
They did a nice thing for him at the base camp. They had the fireman's table set up for his blessing, and they had the prayer and the nice thing. It was it just made you remember, you know.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Well, that's a terrible thing. I'm glad you and the guys in Valencia
Thank you for
there
your service out there, bud.
Thank you.
are doing well. Stay safe.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you wake up in the morning and there's like frost on the ground. It got cold. I know it's cold as New York, but my sleeping bag said it was good for under 30, and it wasn't.
Well, stay safe. We're going to have you back another time to talk about another topic. You're going to be our California firefighter regular.
Kyle from California.
Next time we'll have our act together when you have. Come on.
But we appreciate you calling, and be safe out there, my brother.
Yeah, be safe.
Did you guys have a nice Christmas?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Thank you. Did you?
All right.
All right, have a wonderful New
I
Year.
was at the station. We had the families come by. You know.
Oh,
we did the
nice.
prime rib
Oh,
and
they had to come to the
everything. It
station.
was nice.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
wow, yeah.
Very nice. And that's a beautiful station. That's like a $10 million station you guys are in?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I think it's more than that. We're getting ready for the division inspection, so it's no break time here. We're getting ready, getting it all polished up and stuff.
All right, well, so the guys are cleaning right now, and you're talking on the phone to us.
Well, have a happy New Year,
must
Kyle.
be pissed.
I've been cleaning all day, John. You know, we're getting ready for our performance evaluation, division inspection, and then you know it comes every year, every time after the Santa Ana's is we get heavy rain, so the rain's gonna come and we get the mudslide. So it's the circle.
All right, buddy. We got to let you go. We
Have a
to
happy
go.
New Year, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. Take care.
All right.
All right, bye, guys. Take care.
Take it easy. So let's bring on Les D.
Les.
Hey! Thank you.
We were going to have a much better transition than that, but I loved it.
That was beautiful.
He was sneaking in, and Les Deegan
You hid
is.
the white there. You look like a priest there for a while.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah.
When you came on.
He's not a priest.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned.
I've noticed it, and Wayne was watching. He noticed it too. I was
Right, do I look like I'm the only Jew on the panel, and I look like a priest?
Let me give Les Deegan his intro here. Les
And I am a
Deegan.
father, so.
There you
That's
go.
true. Les Deegan is one of the. Let's start off by one of the nicest guys in the business, in the comedy business. He also was a wonderful singer. He sang at the Almost Gala, the Laughter Saves Lives. The Virginia LaRocque after my mom, Almost Gala. Not only did he sing, but he basically ran with Joe Piscopo. He helped him with the warm-ups. If Les wasn't there, I would have been more stressed than I was. So I know I thank you a
you're
million
too kind.
times.
Yeah,
but
Les Deegan and Joe Piscopo opened for us.
I had a great. What a great event! What a great. It was one big team effort. What you
was.
said to me, you could say to every single person that was part of the event. It was all. We all did it together,
Well, except Aliva.
except for Alina.
He did a great job.
He was a great MC.
It was a fun night.
He did a great job.
But
like his
also,
call-ins.
I have to stick up for him. I'm in his seat.
what I want to say to Les is there's a few of the wonderful things he does. He runs this open mic. Now, running an open mic every week on a Monday night for newer comics is not easy. It's number one, you got to be there every Monday night. You got to run the things. I guess every once in a while maybe you had somebody that fills in for him, but 99% of the time he's there. And it's a place for new comics to go. Pat's gone a number of times.
Yeah.
Frank to work out their stuff, and they need a room
John
like
goes
that.
too. John
I
goes
go.
too.
And thank you for doing that for the comics of Long Island, because that's important.
Thanks for the kind words. My pleasure. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. He's doing it with 4-year anniversary.
Yeah, we just had a
That's
4-year
right, that's right, I
anniversary.
saw that.
Wow,
Can't believe
4
it's 4
years.
years already.
Listening to all that crap every Monday night.
We had some funny episodes in there too.
We had
Too
some-
many to talk about
Too
on
many
air,
to
but we
talk.
had some
Yeah.
funny
Laughter Saves
episodes.
Lives has had 2 audition shows there.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I thank you for allowing us to use the space
Sure.
those nights for that. So now Les is not only that, he's a singer, and Les sings a lot at the senior home, the homes in Long Island for our elderly.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And
You'll be in one in
And
a
he,
couple
and he
weeks,
sings in libraries. He
right.
sings in libraries,
library.
assisted livings.
according to that lady at the pool.
People are trying to read. He goes in and he sings in the library. He's really not wanted, but the senior homes is what I want to talk about. We do the Veterans Hospital, and to go in there for people who are elderly, some of them no families, and do what you do is a service. Is a service to the families, and you're a wonderful individual for doing that.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Well, let me interrupt you for a minute. They love him.
What are you going to stop me to
No, I'm
interrupt
saying-
me?
listen,
You always interrupt me.
I'm sorry, but they love him at the Regency.
Yes.
He's a regular at the Regency.
That's right.
yes, and they love him there.
Can I just suggest
No.
that now that we did
So-
We actually have a
Is
question.
he still here?
This is the easiest interview I ever had. They all do the talking, and I don't say anything.
I was just gonna say, can we?
Good night, Les.
Thank you.
Les, where is
Back to
your-
the wildfires.
Well,
Okay.
let Junior.
Les,
I was just
where
gonna
is
say,
the
can we-
open mic?
What?
Somebody asked where the open
Oh, we're
mic
back
was.
at the open. It's at the Belmore Bean Cafe on Grand Avenue in Belmore. It's every Monday night except for the infamous third Monday of the month when they have
the third
they have
Monday.
their poetry night.
Of
Which
course.
Which is the night that Steve Oliva
is
showed up.
the night that Steve Oliva shows
I
up.
imagine he's
Poetry.
a very good poet, Steve.
I hate poetry.
He could be.
And he got hired as it. So I'm sorry, Les. So
Anyway, yes. What are we
so
talking?
you've been in sales for a number of years. So let's start there.
Oh, we're all over the boat. Ooh,
I'm
sales,
all-
comedy,
ADD.
boom,
Well,
boom.
that's a LaRocchia train. He's going to go all over the board. He's not even going to. Yeah,
What do you
not
think
a
about
Rocky
airplanes?
I've been selling my songs to
Interview,
the
not an
seniors.
interrogation.
I have been selling my
Answer me.
I have been selling my songs to the seniors at the Belmore Bean Cafe for 4 years.
Here we go.
Just covered it all.
Good night, Les.
Good night. Pleasure.
All topics.
No,
all of them.
he's terrific. He really is.
He really is.
We covered that already. We know he's.
I know, but I'm trying to get him so he can talk.
And actually, I want to thank Pac is actually, and this is all part of sales, but we're all selling something. And as a performer, I'm selling, like, people don't just give you the gigs.
Right.
You have to, especially
That's
on
right.
with the assisted living facilities. It's very competitive, and there are a lot of people that also do like one person or group shows for the seniors. And you have to call, and you got to find the recreation director. You got to send them a video.
Oh, yeah, it's-
They're already, there's like lots of people on Long Island that are already in there, so you have to wait for an opening or a cancellation. Pat it helps if you know someone, you network.
Yeah.
And Pat is the chef at the Regency. And did I just ruin the whole show
No,
with that?
no, that happened about 5 minutes in.
Thing. Don't worry
Yeah,
about that.
We did that
Oh, okay.
minutes ago.
Keep going.
And Pat was nice enough to refer me to the recreation director, Erica, at the time.
Right.
And I got an audition show, and it went wonderfully. And I've been back 5 times already.
Tell
he's a
me
fan favorite.
about how you got into sales. What have you sold? Because I find that the toughest job, unless you're really passionate about something, to sell stuff. How did you get involved with sales?
Well, I got into my first sales job was 1981. I worked for a company called Temco Service Industries. It was a building maintenance company. I had worked for an ad agency, and my mother got me the job.
Right.
It was a little temporary job, but I wound up being like an assistant media buyer for an ad agency. It was really
Is
just
that similar to what you do? Media buyer or something?
It's nice that you know your son.
I was talking to Pat.
Oh, okay. I am not a media
Did he buy
buyer.
it?
No, there were media buyers at my company,
See,
but
I know it was-
I am not a media buyer.
Okay, but I
thank
knew there
you
was some
for
relation.
listening to me all
He
these
has no
years.
clue what you do.
I mean,
go ahead,
so
Les. Finish what you were saying.
Anyway, I was working a menial job. I needed to make some money, and what do I want? I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was a mass comm major at Queens College, mass communications.
Queens College alumni here, you know
There
that.
you go, beautiful. Did you really? We never talked about that. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
7 years I went to Queens.
I was on the 5-year plan. That's okay. It's all right.
How do you know I didn't go for my master's?
We were better graduates.
7 years he walked around the halls all day long.
Telling
He missed
jokes.
all the classes.
So anyway, I got in my late 20s, and all of a sudden, like the sirens started going on. What do I want to do with my life? And since I was outgoing and like people said, well, you should get into sales. So I got a job working at Temco, building maintenance services, where I'd go into the tenants in the buildings that we did the general cleaning for, and I'd go in and sell carpet shampooing, washing and
That must have
waxing.
been tough.
It was
Very competitive, I would think.
well. It was not no sales is easy.
Did you ever sell
And-
vacuum cleaners? Did
What?
you ever sell vacuum cleaners?
Yeah, just like Abbott and Costello.
Ralph Grandin with the vacuum cleaner.
Right. Here, let's sprinkle dirt.
didn't
We don't
do-
have electricity.
He didn't do too good with the oatmeal too.
You guys are showing your age, man.
Abbott!
Let me
That was
ask
one
you,
of my favorite ones.
let me ask you a question. Les.
Yes.
Would you
I
recommend?
haven't answered the first 17 questions I was asking.
Well,
Now
you
we
think
got
if you're
another
a
one.
guest here, you get to talk?
That's one of the criticisms for the show. We have
Yeah.
to let the guests talk.
We
No,
do.
no, but that's beautiful.
We're not going
Oh,
to
is
start
it?
tonight, though.
Yes, we've gotten feedback from the Nielsen,
Let's not
from the
start
Nielsen
that.
people.
Let's not start that tonight, though.
Why?
Letting the guests talk.
Hold on.
The guests should talk 80% of the time.
No, that's
Really?
all right.
So much?
Sometimes people have intelligent questions to ask.
It's
all
the
right?
80-20 rule.
Yes.
80% of what I'm
Yes.
supposed to talk about, he talks about. I don't
Less.
know. Yes.
You've sold in your life, which is a very tough gig, and you've performed, which again, very tough gig.
Right, and you know what's really weird? My parents always told me I shouldn't talk to strangers. Always, don't talk to strangers. So what do I wind up being? A salesman and a comedian.
I tell
By the
you,
way, I tried it at the open mic and it did well, so I'm going
well?
to try it at my first real show next year. Okay.
Very nice.
Anyway, yes.
Well,
you
what
were-
I was going to say, what would you say is harder? If you were looking at, if you were talking to the youth of today,
Right.
And which one would you recommend getting into first?
They're really both very, very similar because you have to have a game plan, you have to learn it, you have to be taught it. There's no such thing as a natural-born comic. There's no such thing as a natural-born salesman. It's you can have the outward skills, but you really have to learn how to do it. Would you agree?
I would agree, but I would also say that being an instructor, okay, comedy is awesome. If you can make people laugh, you could sell them stuff, you could teach them stuff, of course they're gonna listen to you, they're gonna like
Right,
you.
you got right. People buy from people that they
like.
like. But what's similar about sales and comedy is that it's not so much what you say as the
chicks?
salesman
I was gonna say
comedian.
the chicks.
It's what's coming back to you. It's a conversation.
Yes.
You have to listen
Right.
to what the buyer is saying. You have to listen to what the audience is saying. And you're always going to say the same thing every
Right,
time,
right.
but you have to adjust to the response you get. So that's where I guess the experience of doing both comes in. You know, the
Right.
timing of the laughter.
Right.
Also, when you say something in selling, it's you always get an objection. You know, your price is too high.
yeah, I can't stand salespeople when they come in by me. I really just, they can't. No, salespeople. Some people are annoying.
Right,
you know,
but you're-
you know when they
Oh,
have a
no,
line
they're
of shit.
too much.
Right, right.
You know when they, it's you can tell the ones that are
Are there any salespeople that you like that would come in and like?
They're the ones that I deal with, the ones I like.
right, so
I'll tell you. Yeah, I know one that's.
I'll tell you what I feel.
Roy Umhafer, greatest salesman I ever
What is
took
he
in my
from?
life. He's one of my best friend's dad.
What?
Courtney's dad, Roy Umhafer.
Oh, okay.
He's an unbelievable window salesman. There you go.
All right.
Best salesman I ever
Les
met.
Deegan,
Okay.
our guest here.
I became friends with a few salesmen that work for me that can sell to me. So there are some but there's some that'll try to sell you anything. Like I had one guy. I'll tell you fast because we know we gotta get. I had one guy tell me. I said he was selling me food and products. I said, well, I need wine. Do you know anybody? He goes, oh, we got wine, right? So one of the other salesmen came in. I said, I called the company up. I said, your salesman said we had wine. He said, we don't have wine. So I told the guy. I said, everything he told me he didn't have. He just did everything to try to get me in the door.
Right. So now now he's lost. You'll never do business with him.
Right.
Because you don't
Right,
trust
yeah,
him.
yeah, that's what I'm trying
You
to
gotta-
say.
Pat shot him the next
Never
day.
over-promising is
The
key.
hardest thing you ever had to sell.
The hardest thing I ever had to sell.
His appearance
I
on
think
this
you have it in your
show.
pocket.
No. Actually, I'll for 9 months.
Yes.
I sold animation art.
What?
For an animation art gallery. It was telephone sales, and I'd be selling the original cells that were made, like 24 cells
Right.
per minute.
Really?
For the cartoons. And the original cells that they all made back in the old Warner Brother days.
Right.
And-
John's
Like a
interested.
Mickey Mouse organization.
John is interested.
Right, and the thing is that a lot of those were all like destroyed in fires, and they become very rare. So, like, I would have to sell over the phone to really a wealthier type of people
Right.
to afford these particular cells.
You didn't
and
set those
artwork.
fires, did you?
No, and not like on the video we just saw.
I know that.
That was very tough.
Why was that tough? Isn't that like
Well,
each
because
other
you got to. I'm trying to get some lady on the phone in California to spend $4,000 on a little original piece of
Market can't be good for that.
celluloid
No.
Yeah.
cells. That was the celluloid
cell, yeah.
of like Yosemite Sam. And the way I would have to do this was appeal to listen. I just got out of a sales meeting. There was there was an art collector that had he lost money and he had to sell all these things.
That's
There's
tough.
an original
That's
Yosemite Sam from 1951
And what year
that
was
was
this?
used in the cartoon.
And you're doing this to feed your family. You're not doing this because you have a lot of money to make more money. So
Right.
By the looks at him,
Right.
he doesn't eat that well.
Right, so there's a fine line, but
Look at me, I'm a salesman.
the thing is, when you to be a good salesperson, and really the best way to do it is you have to. You want to do it for you, but you have to sell because you are helping the buyer.
Of course.
They're
Right.
buying for them, not for you.
It's a value
All right, listen, we have
Okay,
a minute left.
We have a
1 minute left.
No.
And
Yes.
Les has so many wonderful things about him, and we have to bring him back on the show again because
Yes.
he's
I only have 1 minute left.
No, wait,
sure,
wait,
I'll do
wait,
a few
wait,
songs.
No. No. You have some great stories that I've seen. I want to get into the part how you make, but we can't do it today. But
That's okay.
You
Well,
I'm
did
back.
have a gift that you got.
You can have me back in a few years.
Oh, yeah, give me
You
the
did
gift.
have a gift that you had that you got. He got this gift.
Oh, yes,
Let him
yes.
explain how he got it. It's a Christmas gift. It was right before one of our opening mics.
Right.
And she sent it to him.
Right, this was
Send it
from,
to
if
him.
you're watching, Dottie Roush. If you're watching, I know you're in Paris now, but
last thing.
it was the 44-year anniversary of the Belmore Bean Cafe, and I get there, and there's a package addressed to me, Les Deegan, and I'm going, what the hell is this? So there's a nice card that says, Les, this is just a little something, happy anniversary to the Bean, and I want you to give this to all the comics out there. Figure out the best comic that deserves this, and...
Very nice. What a way to end the show. Very
Speaking
nice.
of dick.
Les Deegan.
Yeah, right. That was
Thank you,
the
Les.
thing, the setup and the punchline.
Thank you, Les.
Why don't you cut to
That's
the
my
sponsor?
time.
Les Deegan, we're going to have him back.
And it's pretty embarrassing wearing something up here that's bigger than the original one I got.
Let's
Okay.
bring
Speaking
Emily
of
up.
dicks, we'll bring in Emily next on.
Oh, okay.
That's our guest, Richard. Hey, that's our
Thank you
guest.
for having me on, guys.
Thank you, Les.
I feel like I'm at an Italian Weight Watchers meeting.
Let's bring
Look at
Emily
this. I
out.
don't know
Let's
what
bring
that-
Emily. Come on out.
Wait,
Hold on, we got a good punchline
Show to your
for that.
Is she mic'd up?
Go to your commercial and
go-
we'll bring
all
it.
right, all right.
She's getting my
That was our guest, Richard Knows, but they call him
Hold
Dick.
on.
Oh, we got a radio.
Bobby, let's run that commercial. Don't answer that
For the-
call.
something
We're
for the
running
baby?
commercial. This is our sponsor, LifeVac, and then we're going to bring Emily on.
Something for the
What is
baby?
this?
That's sick.
LifeVac, our main sponsor.
Here we go. We're going to take a look at our sponsor, and when we come back, we will have Emily.
That was great.
Our first real commercial.
Jeff Cole, somebody give Les the light. The line of the night.
When someone is choking, brain damage can occur after just 4 minutes. Did you know every 5 days a child dies because of a choking accident?
My name is Art Lee. I invented LifeVac to protect my family. LifeVac is an easy-to-use suction device with a special one-way valve to help save a choking victim.
I care for my dad, who's prone to choking. Having LifeVac in my home gives me peace of mind.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Daddy.
Call 1-877-LifeVac or visit lifevac.net.
And we're back from our first real commercial. So exciting. LifeVac.
That was our first commercial.
It was a beautiful, well done
What makes
commercial
you
by
say that?
LifeVac.
The fact that both of you said it 3 times?
And,
Okay.
and LifeVac will donate 10% of their sales going through Laughter Saves Lives.
Pretty soon,
Coming
Les
through me.
Deegan will be
selling.
working for LifeVac.
They'll be selling LifeVac.
I actually became.
He's getting a LifeVac with a penis hooked up to it. And
jeez.
Okay.
So our guest, Emily, pronounce your last name. I don't want to screw it up.
Santosis.
Santosis.
We have Emily
Welcome.
Santosis on. She's our first transgender guest. Am I saying that properly?
Yes, you got that right.
All right,
Thank
now
you.
because my family thinks I'm really going to mess this up.
You are.
I know he's not good with transitions either. I'm the expert, though. I'm going to teach you after the show. Transition.
Here come the
real good.
lawsuits.
Oh, shit.
No lawsuits.
Well,
So here's the deal. This is not a topic that I don't think anybody on this panel is really. We don't have any relatives who are transgender. I'm speaking for you, but tell me if I'm wrong. So it's a topic that
I'm transgender.
I've never.
Why did you point
he went from German to Italian. So I've never pre-interviewed somebody as much as I've pre-interviewed you. And first of all, you've been awesome with answering every question that I asked you. It wasn't one question I threw at you and you said, John, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. So I said to the guys, I write down some questions. I said, but I know what's going to be in everybody's mind. So Emily, can we get that out of the way?
She's not going to show it to us.
I don't want to.
No, I don't want to deal with the penis envy. You guys, you're going to see
let's
it, you're
get it
going
out
to
of the
get
way
upset.
for our guests, so we don't have to ask you that uncomfortable question.
Go ahead, ask it.
No. Do you still have all the tools that you had before?
Do you have a penis, Emily?
Whoa! Hey now!
Yes, I do.
All right. Okay.
I thought we were going to ask it his way.
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
we went to
Good enough.
TVMA
So,
today.
so we got that out of the way.
That wasn't your penis that hit the table, was it?
So we got that out of the way.
I mean,
now,
you're dancing around it. Ask the
well,
question.
I did. So
All right.
she
Well,
answered
we
the
were supposed
question.
to
John,
dance
you don't know
around.
about your father.
Are you setting something up?
You don't know about
Oh,
your
I'm
father.
sorry.
He
I
does
didn't
want
know
to
that.
dance around it.
Yeah.
So okay. So
I apologize. I stepped on your joke.
So she did answer the
Oh,
question.
you want a
now,
pole dance? All right,
now,
let's do it.
no, I'm good. So now, Emily, is this now? Talk about your childhood. How did you? I don't want to say decide. Realize this is the lifestyle I want to lead.
Well, I always knew. I knew since I was a kid. I just, I was, I guess, afraid to do it. It was always like, you want to do what society kind of wants you to do.
Of course.
I mean, I was really, when I grew up, my family was open, nobody really cared, and I just kind of hid it because I was ashamed of it.
Right.
And as I got older, I got married twice.
Now, how did that
I don't-
happen?
No, that
okay,
would be
no,
the
okay.
toughest part, holding it in, what I'm trying to say.
No, it is.
Not your penis, the whole thing.
No, it's easy now. Soft, just kind of. Anyway, so it.
I'm like Tony F. Bombs. I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay, what's that mean now?
We gotta have Tony F. Bombs interview. So go on.
I got married. I did. I did the marriage thing. Just again, I had a couple of kids. Had a girl with my first wife, so my second, and just tried to, I guess, conform.
And I asked you that question, and it's an interesting question because I didn't totally understand it. Now you were attracted. You're transgender, which means that's who you feel.
That's who I am.
That's who you are. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
That's who you are. But it doesn't say who you were attracted to.
Yeah, that doesn't translate. Like every
Right.
LGBT,
Right.
and then you're
What is so
I'm sorry.
I'm trying
He's
to.
supposed to be, Jeff Cole had another great line.
Go ahead.
Emily's the only one on the dais with a penis.
Thanks, Jeff.
I gotta like that comment.
I don't know this guy. I don't know this
Thanks,
guy.
Jeff.
He's hilarious.
Yes,
We
thanks,
gotta get
Jeff.
him on
How
the
does he know? How does he know? So go ahead, Emily.
Well,
Well, Jeff, send me
yeah.
a picture. I'll tell you if he knows or not. Really,
Yeah.
sure. So anyway, what was the question?
Well, you know,
Oh no, it's who I am as transgender, but who I
Right.
like is that's when you say lesbian or bi or gay, it's who you love or who you like, and transgender is who you are. So it's a little bit different than the rest of the letters in the
Right.
alphabet soup that it is now. So
what was Jenner? What was her? What was his deal?
well, she is transgender. Like Bruce became Caitlyn.
Right.
And it's similar. Most transgender people I meet, different, road and how they got to where they are. I know there's a comment there. I can see his face. I know it's
not
a different
about
road
you, though.
to how you get to where you are. But similar, you just don't. Your mind, your feelings, your emotions, your heart doesn't jive with your body.
Right.
So I don't know her journey, and I don't agree with her on a lot of her, whatever. She's living her truth. This is who she wanted to be. So.
And so are you.
Yeah.
And
So what age did you?
At 37. That's when I started. I'm 42 now.
Really?
Yeah, I
So
can
you
say.
waited-
You can't say. Yeah.
So that you waited that long? So that must have been very difficult most of your life.
No, it was. Well, Caitlyn, she's 60 something.
No, but I mean,
now,
did you
think,
battle
yeah.
with self?
Oh no, I did back and forth.
That's what I mean.
And
You
you
must-
bury it deep down
What
inside.
was
and
the
you do right thing.
what was the deciding factor? You said, I'm doing this
So
because you had two kids.
I spent my whole life focusing on other people, so I didn't think about myself, right?
Right.
So my second ex moved out when I went on vacation for a week. I knew she was leaving. So after like a month of being by myself and not having other people to focus on, I was just thinking about myself, and then it all just kind of.
Was this a discussion you had with your previous spouses?
Just my second ex, and she knew, and she wasn't a fan, obviously.
Right.
So she knew about it, and I still didn't know at that point if I was going to do it, but I was kind of leaning towards that, so that's when everything started to.
Right.
But she's really good now. Actually, we get along a lot better. But yeah, that was.
What was that defining moment that you that you said I'm going to?
It was my birthday, actually. It was my birthday in
Okay.
2012. It was in October, and I woke up and said, I just have to do it.
Did it feel like a weight lifted off you? Did you feel much better after it?
Actually, no, I've gained weight since then, but
Well,
a little bit. Depression sucks.
Emily happens to be a stand-up comedian. She's very funny. She's more funny on stage, though.
Yeah,
hold on,
when I'm not
caller.
lying down and standing up.
Hold on one second, Emily. You want to? Can we take this call? Because
Yeah,
I
go
think
for
it's
it.
good.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for Emily? You're on the air. Caller, you're on the air. Laughter saves lives. Beep beep.
Pizza Hut.
Frankie.
Yes.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Is that Fiella?
I think it was my Frankie.
No,
That's what
Oh, we have another call.
Another caller?
Okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
Bobby from Babylon. What's up, Bobby? I always wanted to
This
say.
is Sandy Ehlers from Hoboken, New
Oh,
Jersey.
Hey, Sandy.
Who is it?
Sandy, our favorite
Sandy.
comic.
You know,
One of our
all
favorite
of
female
you.
comics.
She's great.
You're all so beautiful. Every one of you on that theater.
Sandy, are you
Anyway,
obviously you're
I'm
watching the
calling in with
show?
a cold, you guys. Sorry.
That's okay. We were running a little behind, so I was hoping that we would get to you, but we'll combine the two here.
We were trying to get a little behind in our
Do
work.
you have a question for Emily, or you just want to tell us your funny for the night, your funny holiday story?
Well, first I want to say to Emily that, I saw you before I had to shut everything off to call, and you're beautiful and you're brave.
Thank you.
So I commend you and I applaud you, and I'm so happy you found happiness. And congratulations on your new lifestyle, 37. That's a long wait. But hey, you know what? I think it's great. I think it's great, and I just want to say thank you on behalf of everyone else.
Thank
you. As far as my Christmas story goes, okay. First, let me tell you that my sister is the queen of buying me the TV products, the kind. She got me the UGG glove, and I don't cook, okay? She got me that global toilet night light that, lights up your toilet, the pee in your toilet lights up.
I love that thing.
She got me the grab bag, which I love, because you could fit a dead body in that grab bag. Let me tell you. I like the grab bag. She got me that belt. That belt? It's supposed to be for men. The one that you could just make it any size you want?
Yes.
And you know what? Not
I'm
for
wearing
nothing,
one.
that's no hope if you're going to give me a belt like that, right?
Right.
So that's terrible. And so I'm aggravated with her because of this stupid Christmas gift. This year she's in the hospital, so say a prayer for her. But here's
Yes.
my funny Christmas story, okay?
Go.
I work, I don't know if you guys know, but I work for this little Italian gun club on McDougal Street. I know guns aren't popular. It's just a little culture place where, they go downstairs, they shoot in the basement. Obviously, I wanted to be a comedian. It was on McDougal Street. I said yes, okay? So I work for Nicky Nuts, Nick the Pigeon, but they're nice guys, okay? They really are nice guys, because if they were mafia, I'd be dead, okay? So we had Andre
There is no
Bocelli
mafia.
come and sing at our Christmas concert once, okay? And it was for NIAF, National Italian American Foundation. So we had Susan Lucci there, Rachel Ray was there with her mom, Alan Alda shows up, which who knew? He's Italian, right? And I'm upstairs working, doing accounting, because that's what I do. I'm the CFO, so I'm doing my bank reconciliation. And I heard Andrea Bocelli practicing like a few doors down, but all of a sudden they took him up to the bathroom, because he's blind, and he used my bathroom upstairs. And the guards just left him there. So I'm working at my desk. I hear, hello, hello, hello. It's friggin' Andrea Bocelli coming out of my bathroom. Now I got to bring him downstairs. But I had this puttanesca sauce. I get in the elevator with him, and I farted very badly in the elevator. But it was a silent one, and it was a little smelly. It smelled like puttanesca. And he and I are in the elevator, and he's like, I love the aroma of this place. And I'm like, in the elevator, farting with Andrea Bocelli. So we get to the bottom floor. The doors open up, because now they're looking for him all over the radio. The doors open up, and all of a sudden, Nicky Nuts turns around and goes, Jesus Christ, who cut the cheese in there, you or him? And that's my Christmas story.
Great story.
Beautiful.
We gotta let you go because we're on a time.
Not for anything, but if it's payback for him peeing on his seat, he's blind, right? It's not nice.
Let me tell you something. You know what I said to Nicky Nuts? I said, because I was like, well, the wife's okay, but I'm prettier. He goes, yeah. He goes, you know what? He says, you can feel fat when you're blind, so you got to lose some weight if you want to do Andrea Bocelli. I'm like, thanks a lot.
That's all right.
So now, Sandy, I realize that was you at Barnegat, because there was a little bit of a stench in Barnegat, and I thought it was John. Now I know it's you.
Honey,
Thanks
I'm very gassy.
Sandy, we gotta let you go. Thanks for
Very
calling
good.
in.
Sandy, we got to let you go.
We gotta let you go.
Quickly, where are you performing on the next week or two?
The next week or two, I'm down in Toms River. I'm doing something for a VFW down there.
Nice.
What else am I doing? I'm doing Ellen Karras's podcast on January 2nd.
Love Ellen.
I'm a guest
She's great.
on her show. And just a bunch of things here and there. I'm really working on my show, Brassy, Sassy, Gassy, and obviously you know why the Gassy comes from now. Okay?
Thanks again, Sandy. We gotta let you go.
Going in.
All right, so I have to tell you guys something.
Yes.
There's a first-time viewer.
Yes.
And he said, and that's why I was seeing which side of the
Yes.
It's great that
stage
the
I was
social
on.
media guy's not handling
Right, because he said to me,
hold
on a second, hold on. He said to me, this group should be more concerned with trans fat, right? And then he said the guy on the right, that would be me, would be a good-looking woman. So he's a first time, hopefully a last time.
No, we
viewer.
Want that. We can take it.
He just said I'd look better as a woman. And
As
we're all
long as he's
concerned with
talking
trans
about
fat.
you, we can take it. Come on.
Hold on a second, I got something in my
When are we
eye.
so thin-skinned here? We
But
love when callers
wanna-
make fun
I
of
just
everybody
want to
else.
congratulate the social media guy is terrific.
He's
tonight.
doing
You're terrific.
great.
I'm doing 2 jobs.
I said from the beginning I didn't want to do this.
That's all right. I can handle both.
You're the social media guy.
I am not, who said that?
Do we have any more for the guests?
I
course.
I have
We
a
go.
I have
More
a
for
question.
more for the
We have
guests.
a
Go
few more
ahead.
minutes here, and
What
I
do
just
you
want to say, what drew you on stage to talk? I'm sure this is obviously a big part of your act, right?
It's
So like
all-
how that's got to be cathartic, I imagine.
Yeah, no, it's like therapy, except
Right.
people pay to see me.
Which
I don't
works
get
out.
paid,
Yeah, that
but
works out,
Instead
right.
of paying a therapist. But all my friends be like, "Oh, you're funny." I'm like, "Well, I'm funny to you."
Right.
But I just called up, was it that brokerage one day?
Right.
And they said, you open mic. Said, "Yeah, you got to bring 6 people." So half my job showed up. The night I'm gonna have to perform, I'm packing up my desk. I go, "Why?" I said, "Half the dealership's coming. If I bomb, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm not coming back here." So it was good. I had fun. I did it a few times. I did a little open mic for John once.
Did you, when you first went on stage, did you have your whole act prepared, or did you?
Yeah, no, I was.
You had no experience on it.
No, none. I just, I was very nervous up until the point where I grabbed the mic, and then I'm like, might as well just give it a
But
go.
you had an idea what you were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
I talk about my life.
It's important to prepare, just like we prepare for the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very important.
Hours for each minute is hours of
You
preparation.
see the preparation that was involved.
Before we run out of time, I just want to say I think your story is amazing.
Thank you.
You're very brave, and you know what? I wish you nothing but the best.
He's a
going
good boy.
forward.
That's my son.
I know, but
Good
you know what?
boy.
There's one thing that needs to be said, and
Uh-oh.
that is not to get shit, but you know, a lot of people want to stomp on other people's happiness in this, especially in this day and age.
Yep.
And
Like this
it's,
prick on the.
It's
Sorry.
no, but it's.
Listen,
He's
it's
not- we should be concerned with trans
it's
fat.
it's a
He's
com-
a
the woman
He's
is a
being
compliment
funny, it's
though.
a
He's saying
comedy.
you're
It's-
you know
He
pretty.
called him fat. He called himself fat.
well,
Wait, whoa.
Guess
He called
what?
me fat.
I am fat.
Yeah.
You made that
Guess what?
motherfucker.
I am
All of us
fat.
fat.
I am fat, Leo. I can agree with
But
you. Don't worry
that's
about it.
what I'm saying. You want
All is fat.
and
Just keep
and
watching.
You know what? People should.
Yeah,
People deserve the right to be happy,
Yes.
to live their true selves, and you know what? I commend you on that. It's not an easy thing to
Stacy,
do. Thank you for being.
Stacy Von Nessen says that you are great, Emily. She's seen you multiple times.
I love you, Stacy.
She's had multiple. She's seen you multiple times.
In fact, she's
Yeah,
outside
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
right
the
now.
same thing. Multiple orgasms.
She's
I read the
outside
same
right
thing.
now, Stacy.
This
Waiting
is
for
some
you.
crew here. This
I
is
Now
know,
we're
right?
just kidding, Leo. He's
Leo
fat, too.
said he was
Leo's
kidding.
fat too.
Well, leave Leo alone. Leo, you're a good man.
He's a good-
Have
let
a
him-
happy New Year.
Yes, let him say what
It
you
was
want.
funny. It
Yeah,
actually
Leo.
made that segment.
We're going to the hour?
We can go
Oh, we
down.
got an
Yeah,
extra
Bobby!
5 minutes.
Five minutes!
Forget
You know
about
what?
it. Bobby.
now it starts to get professional. Now.
We must be doing well.
We should have Leo on a future
Because there
show.
are weeks that Bobby said it like half hour, and you guys are done.
Yeah.
So that's good that we're going to.
I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he did.
I'm surprised he went as
Only when you're
I
here.
figured you want to get the hell out of here.
All right, so let's talk a little more about to Emily here because we appreciate you being here. Let's talk about. All right, so now you've made this decision. Let me ask you a personal question. You don't have to answer it.
Okay.
Other than the decision, mental decision, and you said you still have the tools, so to speak. There, what other stuff do you do? Is there any other stuff that you do to make this transition?
Oh, well, yeah. I have
Like
to take,
hormones?
Yeah, no,
or-
I have to take hormones. I have to shot of estrogen every 10 days.
Every 10
So I'm
days?
like on like a 10-day cycle. So when
Oh.
I take it in, I don't have to deal with some of the other stuff, but like my emotions can get a little crazy when I have to because my estrogen level just
So
shoots
you're like
up.
a real
and-
woman now, right? You got the mood
Ah,
swings.
like a real girl.
Patty
What
must,
do I put
Patty
in
must
the
take
bitch?
those shots.
You know what? This
How
actually.
do you think I got my
this
man boobs?
I just have one question. What is like? How do you manage like the desire to have the remote control versus not have it?
Good
Because
question.
a man wants the remote all the time, but
When
a
did you
woman
cross
not so
that
much.
line?
How did you deal with the remote control issue?
I mean, guys,
I come up with
just-
classy.
I-
It's classy over here.
Well,
It's a classy show.
Wait. Well, actually, is a remote control like is that a term for?
No,
we're talking about an actual
television.
remote. Okay.
No, we're
television.
yeah, we're talking about remote.
I don't know.
Real remote control.
You really asked some good questions here tonight.
That's a good.
I don't know. Here's the funny thing though. Electronics don't mean the same thing that they used to. But
See?
if you're gonna throw a dick at somebody,
No,
at least let me know so I can open my mouth. All right, so
that's interesting.
Whoa, MA.
What she just said,
mature audience.
electronics don't mean what they used to.
CMA now. Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I kiss you? So,
Dick nose.
Thanks for the extra 5 minutes, Bob.
yeah,
This is well worth
Show
it.
went to
Hold
shit
on.
at
This
the
is
end.
an interest. This is interesting what you're saying here. This is interesting.
Listen, pay attention.
I'm transfixed
Cut
here.
his
I-
mic.
Would you? She can't concentrate.
She can't
Take that thing
concentrate
off
with
your
the
face.
Yeah,
with
what's
the
the
dick in
matter?
her face.
Oh wait, Pat put something on his face.
Wait, no, she was making a point about electronics.
That's
so
what-
anyway,
yeah.
So my friend was coming over for Christmas. So what did I do? I called up my friend Peach Richards. I ended up buying a 75-inch Bravia XBR TV. Oh, it barely fit in the elevator in
Right.
the apartment building. It was nuts. But
But is that something you would have thought of doing?
it's something
before?
I would have done in the past, but lately it depends. It's like I go back and forth with certain things. Like there's differences between like being, when I was Joe,
Joe.
and now. Like for example, like that freaking ASPCA commercial, Sarah McLachlan. I used to watch it and be like, "What gets a dog and throws him in a pan." I used to get like, I turned like a mini Bill Burr, right? I'm like, some of this stuff's fair. And now it comes on in the first bar from the music.
Oh, that's
It's
fun.
horrible.
So your name.
It's horrible.
So your name was Joe.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name Emily?
I just liked it, and there's really no like male part of that, which is odd because when I talk to somebody on the phone, because I don't know the
Josephine.
no. So I would say my name's Emily, and then they go, "Okay, sir." I'm like, "How many guys do you know named Emily?" Like it's like because
Right.
sometimes
Oh, yeah, that's
when I get
right.
mad,
No,
my
it's-
voice drops. I start to get talking like this because I get really upset.
So what
and
all-
people go, "I
Well,
don't
these
understand."
millennials
So what
are
all
talking
the
because millennials are idiots.
Wait, you know what?
So with
That's
all the-
true, actually.
They
with all
don't
the
understand
estrogen-
anything.
So all the estrogen.
It doesn't do anything for your
So
voice.
okay.
It does like body hair.
So you still find it
it
hard in the
puts
morning?
Would this be? Would this?
Morning wood?
Yeah.
No, not really. Not
So
really.
the estrogen takes over.
No, it doesn't.
She just said she had a lot less
I'm not totally
Yes,
focused.
about morning wood.
Wait,
It's okay.
wait,
I mean, it's
wait.
okay. It's okay.
Look, we're MA again. We're MA again.
We're MA since I got on.
What was
I
that
said,
last-
does she find it hard in the morning?
I thought we were going to minimize.
I find it hard getting ready. There's a lot of work involved, but that's about it.
Well, I was just going to say, how quick are you to get in the car now?
Oh, I'm not.
Versus
I'm not-
before.
No.
So
I
takes
get
you
it now.
longer to, you
Oh,
get it
oh,
now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Les has a brilliant bit about, we can't say because it's Les's material, he has a brilliant bit about getting ready, leaving parties.
Can I ask you some sales questions?
We'll have Les.
I actually have.
Oh, was it?
I have a question that actually
ties everything together.
No, not at all. It's a bomb. It's a disaster tonight. But here's a
We're
real
having
question. We're having a great time. This is something I imagine that the average person has no idea about.
All right, spit it out.
Yeah, really.
No.
The lead up,
How much?
the
no,
build up, the
you don't
foreplay is
no,
amazing.
you don't have
on
to
this.
say. You don't have to say a number. But how much does this
We only have
cost?
a minute.
Ooh,
Like
A
that's
lot.
It does, right? Like that's a
the
lot of money.
operation.
Look at it this way.
So if you have to be committed to this.
I didn't want to ask that question. I was going to ask
So
that.
I
need
should
a
be
number, but
committed.
hold on,
we're gonna get. Let me answer.
No, look at it this way. Like you can think about surgery, and
Right.
like surgery down here, it's like 25, 30 grand. A boob job is like 8,
Right.
10 grand. People don't think about this. Like electrolysis. I had to have 200, 300 hours of electrolysis at $70 an hour. Do the math.
Holy wow.
I had a full, I did.
I'm telling you right now, I'm keeping my
I didn't even
penis.
think of that.
Yeah.
I'm not paying that.
And do you know
Is
what
that what you call
electrolysis is? Do you know what electrolysis is?
Yes.
No, it's not that simple. They take a needle,
Right.
and they slide it in a half follicle, and then they
No.
zap it. And then as they pull the needle out, they zap it again. And then they pluck it. And then they got to do the same follicle over and over and over again. And then they got to do it down there. So I got a free 15-minute session. About 15 seconds in there, so she zapped the first hair. I'm like, I'm out.
That's it.
I'm out. Oh, yeah. No.
Well,
That's not
Emily,
happening.
I have to say you've been
better
an
off just
awesome
getting a raise
guest.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I appreciate you being so honest with us and putting up with our silliness.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we asked 5 times the number of penis questions
Really?
we're supposed to ask.
Really?
No, come on.
Every
I
question-
know Emily. She can take
Every
it.
question had the
I
word
can,
penis
if I can
in
take,
it. Every
I can
question.
take a joke, baby. You got
Yes. Emily, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
having
Les
me. Thank
Deegan,
you.
Yes,
thank you so
being on.
much.
Yes,
Come
thank
back
you.
on, Les.
Kyle from California,
on to the
thanks. And Sandy, thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah, get Les's
Yeah,
face
let
in
Les
here
Gotta
somewhere.
get Les in.
Well, let's get in here.
Sandy,
get
thank you
back
so
in here.
much for calling in. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes,
Happy New Year. See you next week on Laughter Saves
week,
Live.
I won't be here.
Live.
Terrific. Oh, it's not.
So terrific. What a
Laughter
show.
Saves Lives.
What a show.
Live.
Next week, Paul Bond on the
Paul
show.
Bond next
Peace out.
week will be
And
here.
by the way, I have a big penis. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Love is slapping the hands.
Good. That was fun.
Popcorn and peanuts.
Thank you.
job.
Wow, we're getting a great show, guys. It's all
Pink
coming in. The ratings are
candy.
good.
Love on a stick. He's chasing the beer. The trick of the lips. Play ball. Play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.